Hey guys, welcome back again to Tales of Arise. When we last left off, we tried a little bit with the Colosseum, trying to get to know a little bit of our power. And not only that, we started off adventuring.
You guys want to rest here?
We started off adventuring off to our next location. And it seems we found this. Very intimidating. But obviously, that's not the way we're going. Even though it looks like that we are. Can we jump down? No. Oh, we can just.
Great. Now I'm hurt and dirty.
Sorry. Oh wait, we can't go in there yet. There's a future stuff. Who knows? But either way, we're now gonna be heading to our next region, our next realm, to face off our next lord. And here we are, our main team, our main companions, ready to advance onward. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the episode. So yeah, let's go back over here. Obviously I changed up the outfit as well. And I've been told, obviously, in terms of powers and like arts and upgrades for the characters, there's a lot. There is a whole lot. I was like, oh, okay. I can't wait to actually continue on. And obviously, I've also been told that obviously they've been very vague. But it's my intuition either way. Everything goes through my intuition, so obviously there is more after the 5 realms. Obviously been told that I can go all the way up to level 100, so I was like, okay, yeah, this is basically like Berseria. So no big news after all, so this is gonna hurt. Sorry,
Great.
Shion.
Now I'm hurt and dirty.
Sorry. Alright, let's go down here. Oh, I forgot one thing.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else.
Well said, Kisara.
For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oh.
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
Everybody knows
You
how to
hear
cook.
that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it? No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Oh my
Rinwell,
god.
I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
At least you try. Lesson in manners. Actually, let me change one thing. I've been told to keep the iron mask that Alvin has, so let's just keep it as that for now.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not
Excuse
being
me?
frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
True.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless,
Kinda
I shall
did.
mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
That's so of them. So this is the fourth realm, I wonder. Shion is staying behind. What's going on?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
Alphen, you cutie.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Freddy! Hey, it's not like I'm...
Adorable. I know Shion's gonna come back saying like thank you.
Been looking for you.
Oh.
Me, why?
Oh. Okay. You go dodge every bullet.
He's tough.
Who are you? said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the?
That is all I desire.
Mysterious swordsman.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Oh wow.
Can't get out of this. You picked the wrong fight. It's wide open.
It
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Enjoy.
I owe you.
Thank you.
You say it is free of surprise.
It'll take a bit to get used to. Freezing storm.
Plasma shock. Heal.
Okay. Tornado.
Die.
Catching swirl. Here. Annihilation.
Take
Yoshi vanquish darkness.
Show me your strength.
It's
Gotta be
weakened.
careful here.
Vanquish darkness. Let me help.
Did you just heal me?
Yes.
Ouch.
I need you, remember?
Right.
Vanquish darkness.
Take this.
Careful.
One more.
He's very strong. Story-wise. Sure knows how to read everyone. And still taking law. Okay, he's super strong. Oh wow. Not Huro. He says, finally, I found you. He was truly looking for Huro.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
Nice shot. Uh-oh.
A wretch like you?
Oh wow.
Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please.
Elfin?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kind of crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
So what happened?
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
Alright, Derek, thank you.
I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Wait, he remembers.
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Huh.
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He
That'd be
wouldn't know,
cool.
Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nies, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey,
Alright. At least we know who that guy is. Oh, at least a little bit. And sure, he was tough.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Come on. Come on, you two. We'll get it. We'll get the moment. We get to that moment. Ooh. Nies. Ooh. I'm going to suggest... Oh my god.
are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Nies, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah,
This is
this
dark
doesn't
magic.
seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm
Huh.
hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened.
Alright.
This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Damn. I like the environment, I gotta say. Just to clarify them, not my color. My favorite color is not. It's not purple. It's just. It is. Well, I'm just joking. You know, it is my favorite color. As you can tell. But wow, it does say a lot. Even destroyed.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
I wonder if. Now we're just gonna have a little group.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
What?
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Well, I don't know what Rinwell has within itself with Renans. Which I'm pretty sure this has something to do with her. And I think I'm starting to put my own theories in my head. This seems very magical. Like, this is an actual magical place. I can already see it. It's right there. But rose.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Oh. I assume it was locked. If this place seems very magical, so I believe it could be where Rimwell used to live. The place in supposed hiding. It wouldn't make sense because it is the fourth realm.
In the valley. Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy,
Oh.
so they have to be big.
Oh, you mean these? Interesting. It's just very fantasy-like. And this, and that sigil most likely be something related to Rimwell.
All of you, stop right there. Don't move.
Oh, what's up? Huh? What's going
We
on?
have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
Think your words carefully.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
You have to go through either way.
I guess
so.
even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
Hi, you use rifles too. These are the headquarters of the Dark Wings. Right now, these are temporary accommodations. At some point, I imagine we'll build something better and move into that. Alright, let's check. So they managed to defeat. Interesting.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit.
Wait a minute. This is Gemma's voice.
You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
God.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! Did you know that? Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any bright eyes!
Scumbag.
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last bright eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Xian. She may have some feelings. Or she already has, but, you know, maybe now she has more.
Hey, wait up!
Are you coming with us?
Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Xian said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
I'd rather
Before you
him
go,
have...
how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Killed on Rimwell.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Yeah, this is Rimwell's. That forest is where her kind hides. Oh, where did everybody come from? The fuck? What? Nobody was around. I'm going to suppose that this is where we need to go. I wonder who's stronger, Alphen the Blazing Sword of Calaglia, or D-Dime, leader of the Dark Winds. I bet it's D-Dime. Only heard rumors about the Blazing Sword, but I know D-Dime's the real deal. Alright. Listen carefully. This fight isn't over yet. Don't think you can relax yet, got it? Okay, everyone, form a line. I'm going to hand out everything we raided from the Bright Eyes. Food, clothes, there's a lot of stuff to go around. I'm so grateful. The Renas might be gone, but I never imagined surviving would be this hard. If anyone deserves to lead Dana, it's D-Dime. He hates them Bright Eyes more than anyone. We Dark Winds are going to find and wipe out every last Bright Eyes and rule over Mahag. Good luck with that. So you're the liberator of Calaglia, aren't you? I see the rumors of you walking around with Bright Eyes are true. Just what's the big idea, Sonny? Keeping company with Bright Eyes is only going to lead to trouble. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Akfodl Hills? The Akfodl Hills lie just across from this gate. If you venture southwest, you'll find the road to Adan Lake. If you go northwest instead, you'll eventually find Estelua Forest. Stay west and you'll come upon the Adan ruins. Wherever you go, you're bound to encounter ferocious Zugol, so travel with caution. From someone who stormed Adria's castle that they couldn't find the spirit vessel. Ah. So the spirit vessel is still ongoing.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Why does everyone have to be such cowards? If we don't get this taken care of, things are never going to change. Oh my god. What's got you down, friend? Sugals, that's what. A pretty common variety of them. To be more specific, rumors said it was the Lord favorite kind of Sugal, so people are afraid to go anywhere near them. I can understand their hesitation. If you need them gone, we're more than capable of taking care of them for you.
What the?
Hold on, pal. I don't want you to just exterminate them. If you could bring back any usable materials from them, that'd be great. That'd be great too. Do you want us to retrieve Sugal parts? For what? Are you building something? Not building. Studying. If I can demonstrate that even fearsome, dangerous Sugals can be used to make handy tools, I'll motivate people to hunt them more. We cannot always expect folks like you to come along and solve all of our problems for us, after all. So you're trying to be more self-sufficient. That's very commendable of you.
Hey.
Actually, About those materials you're looking for. This is what you're talking about, is it?
Yeah!
Oh yeah, it totally is. Can I convince you to share what you have with me? I know the 3 demi-human muscles. Yeah, why not? Yeah, go ahead and help yourself. I'd rather it go to someone who can use it than it keep weighing us down. Great, we're one a generous bunch of people. You know that? Now to see just what I can turn all of this into.
Right.
I'm sure I'll be able to make something useful. Thank you so much. Say the renewal. Alright. Easy quest. Alright. I'll definitely continue.
D-Time's getting kinda scary. It seems like he'll practically stop at nothing to win. I agree. His temper seems to be a lot worse than it used to be. What can you expect? Fighting the Bright Eyes takes its toll on people.
Maybe not someone like D-Dime. If only we've been able to finish Amadria off from the start. So that's her name. Amadria. We would have been able to avoid all this other fighting. Don't you think? Yeah. We could have retaken Nias without everything being so damaged. Not even the outskirts were spared.
Shh. I wouldn't say that too loudly if I were you. If any of D-Dime's followers hear you talking like that, you'll be in trouble.
Damn. This then makes no difference to any other lord. Right? Oh my god, there's a lot of people. Damn.
Don't you think D-Dime's changed recently? What?
Oh, never mind. What? What do you mean aside from the fact he's a big hotshot now? You know what? You know without him, there's no way we would have ever kicked the Renans out. I get that, but he's really different now, compared to how he used to be.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
I'll get to that in a minute. After all the damage done to the city and riding it of Amadria, it's only right that we look after the citizens who lost their homes.
When what a little I had burned down with my home, I thought we were going to die on the streets. That's why I'm so grateful we're able to stay here. It really saved our lives. That's what makes the Darkwing such good people. When I grow up, I'm gonna join them too.
Let me get to the other ones first. We have to stay alert. We can't let our guard down until we finally capture Almadria. Oh my god. I apologize. I've been, yawning for like, I don't know, 3 consecutively. Yeah, my god. I do apologize.
Those Renan Stugas ran with their tails between their legs. Once Almadria is out of the picture, the age of the Bright Eyes will finally be over.
That's what you think. There are people resting upstairs who have lost their homes. So try to keep it down while you're here. We lost our home. Everything's gone.
I know, but that's what happens when you choose to fight the Rena. But it's not all bad, honey. We live to see the day we won. That's what we're celebrating, isn't it?
Versus sacrificing a home? Is that really the cost of freedom?
Have you gone up past Akfodl Hills before? You should. They're great fishing spots to find in both the lakes and ruins.
I'll definitely take a look at that.
I sure wish there was more to go around.
Oh, yeah?
What are you talking about? Our rations. We're always running short on them. It's never enough to be comfortable. We could really do with some rice, potato, beef, and some spices in particular.
We have what you need. We have some, but we don't have any to spare. We have what we need.
How's this?
If that's what you need, we got some right here. Isn't this enough? Whoa, you're so generous. Thank you. Yes, that'll help a lot. I don't have much to offer in return, but I'll teach you my family's secret recipe if you like.
Curry recipe, let's go.
Great.
Oh, this sounds delicious. Yeah, I can't wait to try it. Doesn't look all that hard to fix either.
Hey.
Hey, Kisara, if it's really that simple, would you teach me how to cook it? Wow, you're actually interested in making food now, not just eating it. What? Does it matter to you? I just like to put a certain someone in his place for complaining about my cooking earlier.
Good.
Well, I'd love to teach you, but my training isn't going to be easy. Think you're ready?
Really?
It's that serious? Sure, I guess. Hit me with what you got. But promise me you won't tell anyone else I asked this, okay? My lips are sealed, but in return, you have to call me Captain while we're training. Deal?
What?
What? Okay. Captain? You're supposed to say, yes, Captain.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
Xion.
All right.
Now we can begin your training.
Right.
I see you have some freshly caught fish there. Perfect. We'll use that as well.
Really?
What? But the recipes doesn't call for fish.
What?
Are you trying to talk back to your superior? No, ma'am. You're supposed to say yes, Captain. Huh? Oh my god. Oh my god, the passion, the ambition. Oh?
All right.
Good. It looks like you have everything we need. Now we dive into the culinary trenches.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
Over there.
Is that how you hold a knife? What are you trying to do, privates? Dance with it. No, of course. You're supposed to say yes, Captain.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
All right.
Pay attention. Turn up that fire. Boil that water. You don't have time to let your eyes wander. Yes, Captain.
Oh my god.
It's all finished.
Huh.
So it is. Its flavor and precision get a passing grade. You got promise, but there's still room for improvement. You'll have to keep training every day. Do I make myself clear?
All right.
Yes, Captain. Guess I got a long way to go before my food is perfect. I'll show him. One day, my food will taste so good, I'll knock his armor off.
Aww. She's doing that for often. Cute.
By the by, Xion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Xion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Yeah, she doesn't get that much praise, does she? Let me just get some of these. Just 8 of them. Don't need a lot. Yep, so. Ooh. Well, might as well. Purchase and equip. Purchase and equip. Purchase and equip. And purchase and equip. Perfect.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Wait, how much do we have? We have a lot. What are you talking about? can craft. Maybe not. I need some stone fragments to do that one. Some I just need repeats. But I need a lot of those. Right. Let's not dwell on much longer.
Are you the blazing sword of Calaglia? You're welcome to stay here if you like, but just don't cause any trouble while you're here, understand?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
True.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Alright. See what happens. She's not well.
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Sounded like a flirt there.
Have it your way.
Xion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
My gosh, Xion, come on. Stop being so cute for one, okay? Come on. Come on.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Okay, Xion. Let's read some of the dialogue.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least.
Or
If
they're
anything,
even scared.
They may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
True.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is... When you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
Damn. Difference among rebels.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Music to a lord's ears.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danins with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed. Music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renin culture is like.
Even though the Renins destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves, and outright forbade the ownership of instruments, is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Okay. I used to live at the bottom of the valley beneath here. It's a damp and dimly lit place, and every day I had to climb a million stairs just to go get work. That sucks.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Oh, would you look at that?
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
Maybe foreshadow.
Mm-hmm.
Alphen, amigo. Mi amigo. I knew fate would bring us together once more.
Remember me, remind me, you're that wonder guy, is it?
I am Mistral, who tells many a tale about this fleeting world in which we live. They call me the Wonder Bard.
Right. You. I remember you.
I see.
I don't remember. I think I did give him voice, but I don't remember to Dohalim.
I believe we haven't had the pleasure, sir. You may call me Dohalim. You come to be a minstrel. Is that you say you are well versed in music? Oh, but I am indeed. There isn't a song I haven't sung, nor an instrument my hands have not mastered. I see. As it so happens, I'm also a connoisseur of music myself. Is that so? Could I perhaps trouble you with a little rendition, kind sir? This is going to take a while, isn't it? Alas, unfortunately, I do not have any instruments on me. But I would be more than happy to indulge you with a short poem. In this sea of crimson trees, I spy an unknown fellow, standing free within the breeze. Oh, Dana mio! Your words are like music to my ears. You have quite the rare talent, sir, I must say.
You really think so?
That I do. And now I must return the favor in kind. Where do I begin? Faced with such wit? Indeed, words fail me. I am at a loss for what I can say, but gracias. Oh, you, sir, have thrown down the gauntlet. Allow me to...
That's great.
I can't take any more of this. We're leaving. Dohalim, you're working to catch up with us later.
Excuse me!
Wait! Don't leave yet! With so brilliant minds among you, perhaps I can entrust you all with this legendary instrument. What are you talking about? I had a musical instrument knowing that one day I would meet a worthy inheritor. You'll find it at the location detailed in these notes. But be warned, only the smartest shall solve the riddles contained within. Now I ask you, O chosen ones, will you take it upon yourself to solve the riddles and uncover the legendary instrument?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
This talk of riddles and instruments has me most intrigued.
Good.
Very well. We accept your challenge. Excellent! I have complete faith that you shall emerge victorious.
Wonder text. 2, 3, okay. Mysterious pair. Alright.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
Did I miss such a key figure in the liberation of this realm? It's hard to publicly criticize him.
I don't care if it was to get the Bright Eyes out. We shouldn't have just blown up everything in sight across the damn city. After having to build all those houses for the Bright Eyes, I thought we were finally going to get to live in them ourselves. Guess not. See, what the heck, man? Sometimes it's a bit of an ass of a move to just... Yeah, you've sort of gone and went, you know, at least some control in the city for people, but again, at cost of what? Now, who wants to hear more about the brave and the incredible story of the Dark Winds?
I do. I want to know too. Tell me how you kicked out all the nasty bright eyes. I'm gonna join the Dark Winds when I get older too.
Maybe, rethink. Dark Winds are heroes. We were going to pass... Oh my god. Give me a sec. People are going to passing down stories about them for generations throughout Mahag. No, throughout the whole world, I bet. Let me tell you, the Blazing Sword would actually make more of a story than some dictator group or whatever.
Whoa, it's a Dark Wings flag. That's so cool.
Look at this statue of Almedria all busted up. A fitting image for that bitch after how far she's fallen, if you ask me. Once we catch that slimy Almedria, we gotta bust her in a badass this statue. At the least she deserves for all that she's done.
I don't think she's gonna come back that lightly. So this is the stuff that was raided from a miniature's castle, huh? It's hard to pick what to grab. It all looks so good. The fight to get rid of Almeida was long and hard. But when I look at all this stuff we got out of it, it feels worth in the end. I think. See, they're all questioning. Some of them questioning. It's like, is it really that worth destroying your home just for freedom? Not only that, even risking those that are close to you. Rebuilding is gonna take ages. I would say it's more of a reckless move. But anyways, to the forest we go. And the Dime is not the best leader. Oh wow. Valley of the Four Winds, Mahag. Is it the Wind Kingdom? Doesn't seem like it.
Ah, got sand in my eyes.
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
Oh my god, this guy again. This guy again. Okay,
the
so
winds
this is
outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible. But I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny.
Huh.
You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
rock formation.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
I guess for wind.
Yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
Most likely for the
To
wind.
manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Perfect brother.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
Oh wow.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Alright. Moment of truth. Cause that was cute. Cordena. Oh.
Oh, it's a foodie guy. A foodie again. I remember you. You're that young woman who's always starving. Haven't seen you since we last met in Eldermanencia. You're the one who's always hungry. Anyway, I take it you found another recipe in your travels.
Very nice.
I most certainly did. I'm glad I can cut to the chase then.
Is that so?
Xian, who might this fellow be? This is Cordeno. He travels around Dana in search of a new recipe to try.
You don't say.
A fine quest to embark on. If I do say so myself, my name is Dohalim, kind sir. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
How?
Wow, dear Dohalim, Lord of the Eldermanencia. It's an honor, my lord. Your beef stew was absolutely exquisite.
I see.
You honor me. Kind sir. However, how is it that you came by the palace top secret dish? He stole it. Anyway, what is it you need from us this time? Exactly? Come on, spit it out. Right. This time I'm looking for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Could I ask you to bring those to me? We have what we need.
Sure.
If that's all you're looking for, we got it right here.
Nice work.
In that case, I'll give you the recipe so you fine people can cook it right away. Wow, this looks surprisingly simple. Even I might have a chance with this.
Very nice.
Wonderful. I'll leave the preparation up to you then.
Well?
Okay, it's all done.
Yes.
Oh, look at that beautiful dish. It smells just as divine. It smells like just as divine too. Now to see how it tastes.
What?
Oh, this is absolutely exquisite. Exquisitely bad, that is. Really? Are you sure that I followed that recipe for this so-called vitamin smoothie to the letter? Taste it for yourself, and then tell me if you're still confident in your concoction. Here. Alright, down the hatch it goes.
I don't believe this.
See what I mean? Makes you want to vomit, doesn't it?
All right.
Wait a second. I see a small warning affixed to the bottom of this recipe. Smoothies are made entirely from veggies, are recommended for experienced dieters only. Beginners should add fruit juice for flavor.
No.
Yo, miss, did you process only the lettuce? Even though I asked you to prepare apples and lemons as well?
Sure.
Oh, come on. Who's going to notice a stupid warning label that tiny?
Really now?
Lesson learned, Xian. We'll just have to add fruit and attempt this once more. Xian, come on.
Yes.
Very well. Let's take it from the top.
What?
Oh, this is absolutely exquisite. Comparatively speaking, at least.
What?
You still don't sound all that enthusiastic. Is this really the best recipe that Mahag has to offer? I believe so. When I first heard about this, it made me think of what I saw in Menencia. The combination of fruits and vegetables. It reminded me of Danas and Renans living together. I thought this recipe might capture such harmony.
Very nice.
If nothing else, it's the most healthy recipe. Yeah, you're sure to find over here. Indeed. I shall be sure to drink it as soon so as to ensure that precious harmony lives on within the confines of my stomach.
Yes.
Well, that was satisfying enough for the time being. I can now leave this realm with no regrets. It's time I leave in search of an even greater cuisine. Farewell, my culinary comrades. Actually, one more glass before I leave. Oh, vitamin smoothie. This doesn't sound that bad.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Because maybe, you know, maybe the first sip isn't that wrong until, you know, later on. All right, this whole place is filled with.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Just guards. It was part of the guards. Come on. Alright.
Gotta break through.
Escape. I'm only this one's mine.
Damn it! It's turning devastation. Crush.
These ones can run rings around this one's mine.
In a bind.
Dance in the wind.
This one's all mine.
Denied. In here. Hear my call. More for the south.
Shock.
Glacial spear. Here's the evil. Lightning orb.
Take this.
A banana
Lunar
blaster.
Rondo.
Crazy
Elusive
lightning.
deity. Rotating pile tile.
Dance in the wind. Cyan in here.
Raging Luna storm. Too fast.
Stand
back. Not today. Escape.
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes, a merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
This just attacks us so
This
often.
should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Oh, this place is huge.
Go no further.
I shall ensure you survive this.
It should be easy to do.
I hope so good with airborne targets. A freezing storm.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Honey, can use some arcs.
Can you take it? I'll smash you! Far enough!
Air thrust. I'm
Not today.
Resonate with the
These little ones are hardly worth our
In a
time.
bind?
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
now. Joeline, this one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes, a merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
I'm ready!
I'm liking Shion's
We managed
fighting
to pull
style.
through.
Somehow,
Way better
things
now.
are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
More sunglasses. Retro sunglasses. I need to take a look at that.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Let me check the map first of all. Well, let's go to the camp as soon as we can. So it said if we go west, we can actually make it to where we need to go. First of all, I want to check, you know, the outfits. Can I could just pose. Let's zoom. Oh wow, they're very stylish. Or see, these are the Albert Wesker's sunglasses. It fits for both of them. Having it on Rimwell, she looks like Trinity. But changing outfits, maybe so bad. After hearing that, I was like, well, might as well. Might as well. There we go. More fitting. Cool. Right, so let's mark the map at least through this area. And for a fact, this is not the way to go, because this is east.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Yeah, this is Allen Lake. That's not where we need to go just yet. I mean, I could just...
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here?
Oh, wow.
It seems like a missed opportunity.
Most likely because it would be inefficient for harvesting astral energy.
Never mind, I guess we're fine.
No choice.
Stand here! It's over! Freezing storm!
Hurricane thrust!
Ice tornado! Airborne beast! My spec!
Yeah, they're pretty light.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle
We've turned the tables up.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Only getting started! A freezing storm! Ridwell! Astral energy! Full throttle!
There we go.
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
We got big guys. What's this? Someone's in trouble. Thanks! I was so caught up in fishing, I didn't realize I was about to turn into bait myself. Sea beam.
That food there looks pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new recipe with it.
I eagerly await the final result.
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
Kisarga is so super stoked. Whatever happens to the city, even if it all comes crashing down, nature will keep doing its thing. Man's the ranch, actually. Right, there's sand. Let's go with cow. A chicken. And horse. There. Even after we're all dead and gone, this land will continue to exist, just like it always has. Rest.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
Well, we definitely said the price. I can tell you that a lot of people is interested. Old habits die hard.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
She's just a mommy. Kisara's just a mommy. Party's gal.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danon history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Earthmaster Core.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Firemaster Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earthmaster Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danon's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Firemaster Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danons see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Why does he feel guilty?
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danons and the deaths of Renans.
Danons and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
We always see
Little late for that.
My God, Rimwell. I don't think we have anything else. Let's rest up. What we cooking? What we cooking? Pork bun. Cheese fondue. Apple pie. Gnocchi. Ooh. Ooh.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
That's your 12th serving.
Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just...
Get mad of time.
We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little? Aren't you feeling heartburn or something?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say? You always have more room for dinner.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is Noki we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
Oh, they have
I
different
swear,
dialogues?
I'll never understand you Renans.
There's different dialogues for each cooking? Alright, let's talk with Rimwell.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Huda lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too. Just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
No.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit.
You're closer now with
let me know if you
Ryamu.
sense anything.
Okay.
I want to go back to bed.
I know that feeling. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end the episode right there. A lot has happened. We're in this new realm, and everything's very gloomy. And the fact that the Danas were able to defeat a lord is kind of impressive. At what cost? The people's lives, their homes. I think there's just too much sacrifice for what freedom they were trying to achieve. But we'll be discovering that on the next episode. So on the next episode, we're going to be chasing down the Lord of this realm, which she still remains alive. We're obviously going to see, most likely going to be facing up against, I guess, the Dime. Because literally he's the worst fucking Danon the game has offered to us so far. Each realm, they were all nice. Some of them were very spectacle, but then in the end they all came up nice. I see that this guy is it's definitely not gonna be good. Who knows what happens to him. And it seems a lot of people has some doubts of what was their cause. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, peace out.